Hello, my name is Cheryl Malik, and I am currently a kindergarten teacher. For the purpose of this assignment, I am teaching two 7th graders on reading fluently. One 7th grade boy, his name is Corbin, and the other one is a girl, her name is Alexa. When I first started working with these two students, they were both reading below grade level. Therefore, my goal and my objective for these two kiddos were to help them increase their automatic word fluency rate and to work on their expression skills. For the purpose of this assignment as well, I'm going to be teaching the lesson by myself. The two students were not allowed to be videotaped, so therefore I'm going to present my lesson as if they were here. Both of these students come from a background with reading in regards to, Corbin likes to read, but Alexa loves to read. But as throughout the weeks, their love for reading has continued to grow, and their passion for reading as well. Both of these students attend a local middle school, and Corbin comes from a single father family who, doesn't get that support from home in regards to reading, while Alexa comes from a two-parent household, and her parents have been working with her recently in regards to reading, by reading with her every night and by completing reading activities. To start off my lesson, I had both of my students practice their poem from last week, which is called Picture Puzzle Piece by Shel Silverstein, and they practiced individually and as a group, and then I had them perform their poem for their English teacher. Soon after, I had them get on the website, and Shel Silverstein's poetry website, and they picked out the poem Noise Day. We printed it out small enough so that way they could fold it up and put it in their pocket. Soon after, I had them highlight the words or highlight the unknown or tricky words, and we would have a discussion about it. And throughout the weeks, we've been learning about different reading strategies that we could apply to these words. So they were able to talk to me about spotting the vowel, looking at the root word, and just trying every reading strategy out. As soon as we talked about the reading strategies for these tricky words, we harvested them and just dug deep into them, and we also talked about the vocabulary meaning of the words, and we had a great discussion about the words, and then we talked about the poem as a whole, what did it mean to us, and the concept of it. And we noticed that this poem, since the title is called Noise Day, had a lot of noisy words. And so it was a little tricky for them to read, but they were able to, after our discussion, they were able to understand the concept and read the words. I discussed the importance of practicing the poem throughout the day, every day, to become a fluent reader in regards to the poem. And so after our discussion, I modeled what it should look and sound like to read the poem as a fluent reader, especially with expression, and I would read the poem a couple of times so that they truly listen to the poem and get their mouths ready to read. And then after that, I had the kids do some repeated reading where I would read a stanza and then they would read a stanza. Soon after we did that for a couple of times, we did some choral reading where we'd read the poem together, and we did that for a couple of times too. So after our discussion and lesson with the poem, I had them fold up the poem, and I encouraged them to read throughout the day, and so they folded it up and kept it in their pocket. Next, we worked on our vowel sounds, because at the beginning of our time together, both students did not know their long vowel sounds. As of last week, both students know all their vowel sounds, so I'm super excited to see the progression. And when I met with them today, they also knew, again, they all knew their vowel sounds. I started off the lesson by doing the pathways map, and we went and said every single sound, and we also spelled every single sound. And then we played Say It, Cover It, where I would cover up the sound and they would tell me what the sound was and how to spell that. So we did this for a couple minutes, and then I had them do some spot the vowel sounds. I created some new words for them, and that had a mixture of short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds. And so they would, so for example, this has the A sound, so they would tell me A and then read the word drape. So we did this for a while, and then after that the kids loved getting on the Starfall website last week, so I gave them the option of either going on the website or playing a hands-on game that I brought. They both wanted the website, and it's starfall.com, where they have to match the word that has the long vowel sound with the picture, and then they would match those two together, and I would have them say and spell the long vowel sound. And they enjoyed that, playing that in the computer lab for a few minutes. Soon after, I had them take the core phonics survey, and I would have them say the short and long vowel sounds, and as of today, they know all 10 short and long vowel sounds, which I'm super excited about. After our lesson, I had them read the book Great City Fires, which is a level Z book from Reading A to Z. I had them go on a picture walk and just look at the captions, look at the words, just to build their background knowledge on the book before they actually read it. We had a discussion about what we thought the book was about, and they discussed how they noticed like this book is all about fires and in different cities, starting from back in the early days in history to present times now. And we also talked about, have you ever been in a fire? What do you do? With just like building their schema and background just to prepare their vocabulary terms that will be presented in the book. Soon after, I recorded each student on their reading, and I just had them read the first 3 pages. After we finished reading the book, I had them listen to the recording, and it's so neat throughout this process that they're able to take ownership of their reading by truly analyzing what they've read and how they can become a better reader, and they've even set up goals for themselves without me asking them to, so I think that's pretty cool. After a discussion, I had about the readings and the recordings, and I had them listen to the recordings, and then I had both students read knee to knee and side to side, sitting next to each other, and they would read a page, take turn reading, and I think that also provides them another opportunity to hear their peer reading fluently, and also working together. If they come across a vocabulary term that they don't know, they can work together to solve it. And I also encourage them to, while they're reading next to each other, to discuss their favorite parts about the book, or if they're confused about anything, just to strengthen their comprehension skills of the book. So I also had them, if they had any questions, to ask each other, and just seeing that interaction was pretty neat. And it was nice to see Corbin, and Alexa kind of stepping out of their comfort zone and asking each other questions about the book and just talking about it. Just I try to encourage them, this is what kind of like a book club looks like, is where you work together and read or ask questions and discuss the book together. Soon after, I had them come back to me, and I was the mediator, and they just discussed their favorite parts of the book and what they thought about the book, and I discussed with them, was it hard, and they both said it was at their reading level, which was good, and we discussed tricky words. And after that, I had them take the comprehension quiz, which is just a quick check of what they read. And after the quick check, we had a few more minutes of time, and I asked them how their graffiti boards from last week, or I'm sorry, their poster boards from last week, how that was, they were supposed to last week make a poster about the book that they read and encourage their friends to read the book. And I did this activity for the purpose of determining importance. I wanted them to pick out the important parts of the book and draw pictures and write words about the book into the poster. I really wanted their creativity to shine, and I really wanted them to I wanted their imagination and creativity to come and show on this poster. Today I had them make a poster of Great City Fires, the book, the Reading Industry book that we read today. And it was neat to see them artistically and to see they only picked out the important parts of the poster, and that's why I kind of asked them just to make it a graffiti board, just to put pictures and words, just in like the title in the middle of the poster, and just to use their imagination. We did not have time to finish the poster today, so I had them take the poster home and work on it, and so I'm looking forward to seeing their poster next week. Also, last week's poster, they really wanted to take it home and share with their families and put it on the refrigerator, so I let them take it home. So I don't have it right now with me, but I am looking forward to seeing how they were able to determine importance of the book by applying it to their poster and sharing that with them next week. So thank you for taking the time to observe my lesson, and I appreciate your feedback. Thank you so much.